Ooh. Tummy went raw.
Oh my goodness.
That's what it did.
Huh. Babes.
Huh?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Again.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I was listening to part of the Clubhouse town hall.
Yeah.
I was dragging my ass this morning, so I didn't get into it until about 22 minutes in.
I wonder why.
I know.
Somebody was sleepy.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Paul was just asked the question, will they ever have a way for people to call in to Clubhouse without having an account?
Yes.
And he had never thought of a user case for this. I believe Anu gave an interesting answer to that question about why somebody would want to do that. But as you know, you can already do that.
Okay.
If your boyfriend owns a mixer
yeah.
and a Clubhouse account.
Exactly. Yeah.
And is willing to go on with you.
Right.
Yes. Do you like going on Clubhouse?
On occasion, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some really interesting rooms, but some of them, as I've said before, are really kind of self-help-ish, and we already went down the self-help rabbit hole.
We did.
So I don't need to explain that. And if you need any more explanation, go to previous podcast episodes.
Yes.
Because I don't want to go. I don't want to repeat myself over and over again.
That's good.
As I know that I sometimes do.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, I like going on there on occasion, but I do not want to be on there for like 8 or 9 hours, like somebody over here.
Oh.
It's like, I'm not going to spend my day on Clubhouse.
I have been spending a lot less time on Clubhouse recently. I think it's because I've been getting out more. And good. Good, but that might start to reverse since the new mandates are in order. And right now it's masks inside. They haven't shut anything down, but it kind of feels like they're going to go in that direction.
I hope not, but then it's almost so. I feel like it's going to happen again, but at the same time that can change from week to week. Sometimes it's not always consistent. Have you noticed that?
I have.
And in some ways it's a good thing, but I think it would be very, very, very detrimental and devastating to Oregonians as well as the rest of the country if things shut down for a second time. I think it's ridiculous.
At some point, we kind of do have to move on with our lives and say...
No, we have to. It's not kind of, we have to.
I know, babes, I mean kind.
Yeah.
Because I'm not conservative, so I can afford to be a nice person sometimes.
Oh, okay.
We kind of have to say, okay, people have the opportunity to get the shot. We understand that there are things that affect kids and immunocompromised people. So we should require them to wear masks, and everybody who wanted to get the shot and the people who didn't want to get a shot but are not immunocompromised, we should be able to go out and live our lives without masks. Exactly.
And it's been proven that going outdoors and getting fresh air is actually really good for your body. Good for you.
Well, it's not like that was proven last week.
Well, you know what I mean,
yes.
Loves. I'm not saying that it was recently proven. I'm saying it's been proven in general.
What?
Are you trying to contradict me? Now, tickle tush.
You're like, no, I have my fine tickle tush for you.
No, I'm just kidding. But
oh my goodness.
No. You know what I mean. I mean, it's good for you. It's good to get fresh air. And it's, I think this whole mask thing is insane.
I do too.
Absolutely insane. It's just not, it's just, I mean, we've gone through this for a year and a half or more than a year and a half now, and it's time for us to move on and yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, Liz, I got it at the beginning. We didn't know any better, and we didn't have a vaccine. But now we have that stuff.
And there's a lot of options out there for people, and I think that we need to get on with what are, a lot more important things.
I'm not going to be somebody who says immunocompromised people should be banned from wearing masks or kids shouldn't have access to them.
No. I think that we should have our options open and it should be there available if people think that they need it. Mm-hmm. But we got to move on from this thing. We have to move on. It's ridiculous.
I agree.
outdoor concerts should be happening.
Oh, if they cancel the Blues Fest again next year, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah, I mean, festivals like county fairs, festivals, they have to keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of, our traditions. In Oregon, Washington has their own things. We have to keep that going. That's why people like to come here.
I could deal with less people in Portland, though, to be honest.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean, I'm not talking about people moving here. I'm talking about, we have to move on with this.
It does suck because a couple of friends of mine were planning to come out here in October. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, but I think I have to tell them to stay home or not come to Portland because of what's going on, because of the fact that we may be shut down in October. Right? So if they come out here, there would be like nothing for them to do, potentially. And I don't know that for sure.
Here's what I think you should do.
You interrupt me a lot, but go ahead.
Well, you interrupt me too, Bub. It's not just me, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I had a thought.
Go ahead.
Before deciding to cancel it, okay? I think you should leave it open, just in case, things have changed and they can still come out in October.
Here's the thing about that, though. People have to get Airbnbs. They have to switch their schedule around. Some people are going to have to take time off of work. So that's why we're kind of coming up to the wire as it is right now.
I don't know. I kind of wonder if you should wait till late August or early September to figure that out.
But then that's going to complicate things for everybody else in the group. It's fine for me.
Uh-huh.
But they have to rearrange things. So that's why things are imperative.
I would say talk to them about that, see what they think, and then go from there.
No, I'm planning to do that. But as of right now, I think we have to cancel the trip. Or at least postpone it to spring.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, because winter's going to be hard.
I know.
Winter's going to be really tough because if it's snowing in certain states, like for the people that are in Colorado, or, I don't know.
Climate change, who knows what it's going to be like out here?
We might have another storm.
It's possible.
Well, actually, I think in the north, at least for the places I've lived in the Northwest, not counting, Eastern Oregon or Eastern Washington or Central Oregon, whatever, snowstorms usually come like maybe every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll get the worst one on record this year, but it won't be climate change. It'll just be a freak thing that has nothing to do with our environment.
Climate change propaganda. That's all I have to say.
Okay, babes.
I don't know. I just think I guess you'll have to talk to them about it and see what happens, because it would be really, really cool to meet some of them that I've heard about, and they've talked to me a little bit.
I love these guys.
I would.
These are the homies. They are. Yes. Not to say that I don't have other friends here, but these are my tight crew.
Right.
But it may not happen. And I might be spending a lot more time on Clubhouse if we close down. I'll be going back to the house.
Huh. Speaking of people coming out here.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm not going to mention any names.
Go ahead.
Wasn't someone supposed to come out here? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know where we want to go with that, though. It's just that this person said, I'm going to be here by August 1st. Then it was the 10th. And now I haven't heard anything from them.
I have a feeling this person didn't make it.
I do too.
Yeah. Yes. I have a feeling.
I almost fell into doing the impression.
Yeah, right. But anyway, okay. On to lighter things.
Yes.
We had a really good dinner last night, didn't we?
It was good. We made kale salad again because of the heat advisories.
Yes, and it was a pretty hot day. We were cool up here. We had some kale, we had some tomato and cucumber with that.
Avocado. And some feta cheese.
Feta cheese. Did we put any olive oil in there?
Just a touch of it.
It was good.
It was.
It was probably one of our best salads, I think.
Yeah. I offered you an avocado pit afterwards, but you refused.
Well, I said no, not today.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Really good for your skin.
Because I didn't know that I knew that avocados were really good in masks. Mm-hmm. But I had no idea that you could actually put an avocado pit on your face.
What I do is I take the pit because it usually has some avocado on it, and I just rub it all over my face.
And do you just leave it on there and then wash it off?
Yeah, so what I did last night is before we served, I put it on my face, and then after you wash the dishes, I washed it off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you told me that cucumbers are really good for your face.
Oh, yeah.
And good for your eyes, too.
Mm-hmm. I've been digging the muffins that you gave me.
Oh my goodness.
Morning.
So, yes, I got these triple chocolate muffins, and it's from the Market Side brand. And I don't know if they're, I don't know who else sells Market Side stuff, but they were really...
I've been burping. Go ahead.
Moist. And I love warming up those muffins because... Not only were the muffins moist, but the chocolate just kind of oozes out, and it's the best. It was really good.
I really liked it.
I know. It was delicious.
Yes.
Delicious.
Yes. We took a nap yesterday afternoon for about an hour.
Yeah, I guess I certainly needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did that work? We slept, got up, did the kale salad, watched the movies, talked for a while, and then we went to bed a little bit after midnight. But you didn't stay asleep very long, because I think I heard you go up and use the bathroom.
No, I slept for a while.
Okay.
I woke up this morning and I had to go to the bathroom. No, I slept for a while. It was like a good 6 hours, and then we talked some more, and...
I fell asleep.
I did not. I listened to my book for a little bit and I stopped. And then I was a little bit tired, but I didn't end up sleeping. Somebody else did.
Oh.
And I heard some weird noises.
Oh.
Anyway, no. Enough of that. Yeah. So that was interesting.
Babes.
What?
I'm gonna resist the urge to make a joke here. But I'm wondering from you, how close are you to the end of this Left Behind book?
Okay, so this one I just started like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
A couple days ago. So I'm getting to the halfway point. The last book ended in was it 20 chapters? It's and also too I sped up the I sped up the speed. So right now I think on chapter 12. So it's going pretty fast actually. But I have some more books to read.
Oh my goodness.
But they're good. They're good books.
I really want to read another book with you, babes. Did I talk here about how earlier this week I finished Ready Player 2?
Yes, you did.
Okay. That's really good. And I'd be curious to see what you thought of the first book.
Yeah, I think you either talked about it here. I know you talked about it with me privately, but I don't remember if we talked about it here. I think we might have.
Okay. Because we did our personal recordings this weekend as well.
Yes, we did.
Which are a lot of fun.
I think the reason why you think we talked about it here is because it was on another recording.
Oh.
Yeah.
The personal recordings are cool because we say a lot of names and stuff that could be considered slanderous if we were to post it on the main feed.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
So I like those.
Of course.
What do you think?
I suppose, but there are times where I don't want to be recorded.
Oh, well, let's forget about it.
Somebody's getting recording happy.
Yeah, you all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What ifs?
Anyway.
Yes. When are we going to do our news exchange?
I have no idea, Bubs.
It's on you, babes, because I'm willing to do it.
Okay, I do. What I want to do is the one of the more important things I want to do is to finish writing my chapter.
Yes.
Because I'm like in the midst of it, and I am trying to figure out how I want to end it. And
for the book we're working on.
Yes, And I really want to start doing this week because I'm going to be busy like after next weekend.
Yeah, your mom's coming to town.
Oh wow, you sound so enthused.
Oh no, I am.
You're like, yeah, your mom's coming in.
But that means that we're gonna get to see G-rated Rick.
Oh jeez.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What?
No.
I'm not a huge fan of G-rated Rick.
I am.
Okay, really?
It's a change from Wild Wick.
Oh my goodness.
And say whatever you want, Wick.
It's a change from Honest Rick.
Well,
from Authentic Rick.
Oh goodness. the Rick the Rick that Mom will see.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
G-rated Rick doesn't do that unless it's an accident, and then he apologizes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yes.
But when your mom leaves, we have a lot of stuff to discuss, including the blind co-op idea we had.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And possibly What's Your Bloody Problem?
No, I said no to that.
Oh.
I said no, that was just a funny idea.
It was your idea, babes.
I know, but I was just joking. I was like, you know what would be funny? A funny name for a room, but I didn't think it was going to come to, materialize.
Oh.
I didn't think it was ever going to come to fruition.
Oh. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be careful about the ideas you share around me, because most people say, well, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? And I'm liable to say, yeah, let's do that.
No,
instead of, oh yeah, it would be cool. Let's never do it.
No, but Bubs, I would be the first one to say, I was just kidding. Let's not do it.
Oh.
I'm not going to commit to something if I know I'm not going to do it.
Mm.
I'm not like other people that will tell you they want to do it and then they flake out on you at the last minute.
That's true. That happens a lot.
No, I don't like that. It happened to me. So many times in college, I would get people. I think there were 2 people that wanted to study with me, and they never followed through on it. And it was really frustrating because I'm like, I don't want to hound people because that's not what I do. You don't hound people who tell you that they want lessons from you. You wait for them to come and say, hey, I want lessons. And then they pick a time or a day it's good for them. You
see if it works for you.
And see if it works for me. And it's like, I don't want to hound them and say, hey, you said you want to take lessons with me. So that was tough. That was tough. I didn't like that. I feel like I was the one that had to do all the work, and everybody was like, I want to have lessons. And then they end up not having lessons.
Yes.
Like, ugh. Why did I even bother?
I don't know, babes. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Your mom's only going to be here for 2 weeks, though, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
I believe so because that's the allotted time that a person can visit me, in general. So 2 weeks.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not 2 weeks and then they come back the next week or something.
Or an hour later.
An hour later.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, no, sorry.
Good.
Yeah.
That she'll get to spend that time with you, babes.
Right.
Yes.
Because I don't have to deal with squatters' rights.
That's right, babes.
Yeah, because that's not good.
No.
Well, I wonder, how does that work anyway? Because if someone stays for more than the allotted time allowed, then why would they would be considered a squatter, but then how would they have rights?
I think it's something to do with the law about how they establish residence. Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, I haven't studied law, especially that form of it.
Okay.
But that's what I've heard on shows like Melrose Place and The Good Wife.
That
you're establishing residence someplace.
Oh. Yeah, because I don't think squatters should have rights.
I don't either, but at the same point, we've set up a system to where these corporations have rights, and nobody questions that with power. So I think that they're going to get rid of squatters' rights within the next couple of years because they're going to be like, it's unfair to the corporations who don't pay their fair share in taxes to have to worry about.
What does it have to do with corporations?
I'm telling you what it has to do with corporations because a lot of these big companies from China are starting to buy housing up here in the U.S., and so I think that they're going to relook at squatters' rights and say, well, this is unfair to these large conglomerates that have to pay 0.01% in taxes for people to squat.
As opposed to, in regards to China buying housing.
Yes.
Because
China is buying housing and and other big companies, they're going to get rid of squatters' rights. Because this company is very big, pro big corporation and anti the little guy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you sense another leftist, insert leftist tirade here.
Insert leftist tirade here. Yeah. Insert leftist rant.
It's true though, babes.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, in general, and I wasn't trying to get political here. I'm just saying that I don't think squatters should have rights, period.
They won't. They will.
And I hope not, because it's unfair to the person who's actually paying rent here.
They'll get rid of a lot of your rights too, but don't worry, the squatters will have their rights revoked as well.
We'll see, Bubs, we'll see.
You having less rights will be fine because the squatters will also be out of luck, so. It'll be like crabs in a bucket. What? You know what we were talking about last night, and I don't want to go into the specifics, but I've always told you that I haven't really met a lot of celebrities, right?
Yes.
And then I'm telling you a story from when I was a teenager, and I realized that when I talk about celebrities, I never talk about how I met Stu Albert. Wow. And I'm not going to go into that story here because it's, involves other people. But I did meet Stu Albert once. It was very brief, but we did meet.
Yeah.
And I never mentioned him when I mentioned celebrities.
I had no idea who Stu Albert was, by the way, so I wouldn't have understood.
He's pretty big in left-wing circles for his activism in the 60s and 70s.
That's probably why I wasn't familiar with him.
Mm-hmm. He raged against not raged against, but he...
I thought you were going to say raged against the machine.
No. Well, in a way, yes, because I believe he was part of the Chicago 7, and they were not fans of the Democratic Party in 1968. Yes.
Were they more radicalized?
I wouldn't say radicalized. They were just more connected to the people. And the Democratic Party, as we know, has always been the mainstream's answer to leftist thought. Because the Democratic Party is designed to make you think that you have two choices in this country. When you really just have a conservative who wears a funny tie or a conservative who holds a Bible.
I don't agree with that, Bubs.
Really?
But of course, I probably wouldn't agree with you on that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that the Democratic Party is super right-wing. Now, it's not right-wing in comparison to the Republicans, but if you look at what the people want versus what Democrats actually support, not just what they say on TV, I consider the Democratic Party.
I think it's a total opposite. I think that the Democrats are so out of touch with what the people want.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not,
because they link to conservative.
No, they don't. No. That is definitely a misinterpretation of what the Democrats want, because they have their own agenda. Well, so do the Republican establishment and Democratic establishment, but the Democrats have their own agenda, and they don't care. They don't care who it is. They'll step in anybody's way. It doesn't matter if it's a fellow leftist or a person on the other side. It doesn't matter. But I don't really want to go political. Yeah.
You know what upset me this week? And then we'll drop politics. I found it looks like Joe Biden's bipartisan bill is going to pass.
That really is upsetting to me.
Yeah, because the news will report it. Oh,
yeah, but wait a minute. What I don't understand is, this is what I don't get.
You just interrupted me.
I'm sorry. Go on.
I was just going to say, the news will report it like, oh, it's great. Democrats and Republicans are working together. But
no, they're not.
But yeah, well, in my experience, the only time you get Democrats and Republicans to work together is to screw over the working class. Sorry, I know. I'm starting to go on old lefty rants now.
But I heard that no Republican supported it.
That's not true.
Who supported it?
Lindsey Graham supported it. Bitch McConnell supported it. What? That's his name, Bitch McConnell.
Oh, well, I don't like him either, so.
I think Ted Cruz might have even supported. And Ted Cruz I might have that wrong. But it got something like 69 senators to back it. And there's only 51 Democratic senators in the Senate.
I heard that there was no support from Republicans.
Oh, I heard there was a lot of support.
No, I heard that the Democrats were the ones passing it, but it was Democrats only.
Are we talking about the infrastructure bill or the other bill?
The infrastructure bill.
The $500 billion.
Right, the ridiculous amount. Yeah.
Yeah, it's way too low.
Yeah, but there's other stuff in it that, I think there's more pork in that one.
Oh.
There's a lot of pork. But anyway.
I don't know. I took us down a political end. I don't know why, babes. I love you. Give me a kiss.
Because you had to go left, dude.
Oh, give me a kiss.
You had to go commando on the left.
Oh my goodness. Come on, give me a kiss, okay?
No.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I'll kiss my lefty level.
Oh my goodness.
My lefty love.
Oh my goodness.
I should be like, it sounds like a soap opera.
My conservative kiss. Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. What ifs?
Long story short, I've met Stu Albert.
Yeah.
When he was still alive.
Stu Albert.
He seemed like a nice guy. And I knew somebody who knew him fairly well, and they said that he was really cool.
And this is when you were in middle school?
This was when I was in high school.
High school.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
Yes.
Interesting.
A good friend of mine at the time, we're no longer friends, but that's because of me, introduced us briefly.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is what I think, Bubs. And not just because you met Stu Albert, which I could care less about. I think that since this guy seemed like a really nice person, I think you should apologize and try to, if you get a chance to get a hold of this guy, profusely apologize and make amends with this guy. Because I think, to me, it sounded like you guys really got along until you
ruined the friendship. Yeah.
Who knows? He might actually say, okay, we were stupid back then.
Well, I was definitely stupid back then.
Oh.
Yes. But I didn't come from the best home, but we're not going to trust my parents because I could do that at any time.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, who knows? You might reconnect with this kid.
Well, he's an adult now.
Or adult, whatever.
You never know.
Adult.
Hope springs eternal, babes.
Right.
Yes. We had a really in-depth conversation after the movies last night that I'm not going to talk about here because I can always go back and listen to them.
Yes.
But we talked a lot about regrets and the past and friendships lost. And I noticed that that's been a theme in the last couple of weeks in my life.
Yeah, and I think it's good to talk about because, do you regret mistakes that you made, stupid things that you did that you shouldn't have done, or if you would have been friends with people and kept the friendship and found ways to keep in contact with them. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
And then sometimes I think, well, if I was able to correct all those mistakes, there'd probably be a new set of ones that I'd regret. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know I know some people say, I live with no regrets, right? But I don't know, people can have regrets, but then you find ways to move on from those regrets. Hopefully.
Yeah, use those regrets to help you grow.
I don't know if anybody can really say that I live with no regrets.
I'm sure there's some people who just aren't very introspective who feel that way.
Yeah, because everybody in this world has regrets. Doesn't matter how nice a person you are. It doesn't matter if your family was a good family. We all have regrets. We've all done stupid things. Because that's what humans do. We're human.
I believe there are people out there who have no regrets. It doesn't mean that they were the best people, but they just can't look at themselves objectively.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
But I think after you look at yourself and you look at your regrets, eventually you have to try to find a way to move on. If you can make amends to the person that you hurt, or if they make amends towards you, if they hurt you, then that's cool. But sometimes, like I've said in a prior conversation, there are times where you will probably never get closure from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to accept that because it's tough, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You want to get closure from somebody and you have so many questions, but sometimes sometimes I have to resign the fact that I may never get answers from this person. I have to deal with it.
I hear you, babes.
And it's sad, but it's true.
Yes.
Very true.
You told me to maybe make it a little bit more lighthearted that when you were a teenager, you were over at a relative's house and the police came over because of the way their security system was set up. Are we allowed to talk about that? Or no?
Yeah, I can talk about this. This made me so mad. I think I was a junior in high school. No, wait. I might have been a senior. I think I was home for the weekend. And this is when my aunt and uncle used to have a Brink security system. And they went out, and this was not a smart idea. My aunt calls me up and says, and I think she left like a bunch of messages on the machine, and I was really exhausted and I wanted to go to bed. And she said, I'm going to put the motion sensor on, which is not a good idea. Especially since my sister and her friend were out and they were coming home.
And your aunt knew this?
I would imagine she did. Yes, I think she did. Either she did or she forgot. I don't remember, but I think she must have. Anyway, so I hear knocking on the door. I don't want to answer it. And then I had the phone next to me because I remember she gave me the cordless phone. Mm-hmm. And my sister's friend was like, I answered the phone, and my sister's friend was like, open the door. And I'm like, okay, fine. And I'm in my pajamas, and I'm like, this is very embarrassing. And I open the door, and the alarm goes off.
Wow.
And so I think one of them turns off the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, if you know someone's coming back, don't put on the motion sensor.
For some reason, I thought there was a time where the police came over.
That was, I don't remember when that happened. I think I might have been in 20 or something, and I was home by myself. Nobody was there. And the Brinks thing came on, and the I think the police came and the firemen came, and I'm like, oh, jeez,
Yeah.
Because when a Brinks security thing goes off, it automatically alerts the police and the firehouse. Yeah, the fire station.
Oh, good.
So yeah, that was very annoying. And now security systems are a lot more easier to work with.
Good, babes.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle security system is better.
Nice.
So I don't have to, as long as they make sure it's set to home, I think it is.
Jaylo.
Yes.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we get to the movies?
I don't think so. Do you have any dreams? I guess we can talk about that later, but...
We can talk about that later.
Okay.
I did have a dream.
Okay.
I was in bed with this girl, and we had a family, and it was 2017.
Okay.
And I was getting up to check on the kids, and then I woke up.
You had a family with this girl?
Yeah.
And how many kids did you have?
I don't know. I just got up to go check on the kids, and then I woke up.
And how many... And you don't remember? Okay.
No.
Wow.
I'm a bad father, babes.
Did you recognize the girl?
No.
Uh-oh. I don't know, bub. You're having some interesting dreams about a girl and family.
Hey, babes, I'm allowed to cheat in my dreams, okay?
Ugh.
And so are you.
Well,
we're polyamorous streamers.
Oh my goodness.
That might be a good name for this episode.
What?
Polyamorous streamers?
No, I didn't have a dream.
No, but I'm saying, babes, you know how we're allowed to cheat in our dreams? Ugh. Instead of a nesting partner, you could be my awakening partner.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think about that?
Bubs,
What?
I think you've been in way too many polyamorous conversations.
Yeah, we're polyamorous streamers.
Bubs! No. Mm-mm. Come on. Really?
Yeah, why not?
Seriously?
Yes, why not?
No.
You don't think that would make a good name for this?
No.
Okay.
I don't. Because that has nothing to do with anything else.
What do you mean?
It doesn't really have anything to do with the rest of the stuff we're talking about.
No, but in my dream, I'm poly. I'm polyamorous. And in your dreams, you're allowed to be polyamorous. Now, whether or not you take advantage of that is up to you. And there's no jealousy on my
hold
part.
on, Bubs.
What?
In my dreams, if I ever had a date or something, I was always monogamous.
In your dream? Really? I'm not monogamous in my dreams.
I don't have a lot of dreams with dates in them. So.
Well, I'm saying you're allowed to.
Oh my goodness.
You're my awakening partner.
Wow. You're having way too much fun with this.
Sorry, babe. Oh my goodness, you just tickled me. Well,
I deserve the tickle.
Okay, well, I love you. I'm going to call this polyamorous streaming.
Are these... No, please don't. Are these dress pants?
I don't know. These are very nice, though, and they're a lighter color, which is why I put them on.
Oh, maybe they're like... They kind of feel like khaki.
They are khakis.
Nice.
Yes, like I said, I don't know, and then I just said
You do know.
Yes.
All right, then. All right. You silly.
All right, now my awakening partner.
Oh my goodness.
Should we talk about the movies?
I am nobody's awakening partner, right?
You're mine. We're poly dreamers here.
Oh, jeez. Okay, movie time.
Give me a kiss first, awakening partner. All right, please.
Okay, Pilgrim.
All right, Pilgrim. Jaylo.
Pilgrim.
Yes.
So we watched a couple movies. The first one we watched was On Golden Pond with Henry Fonda and Katharine Hepburn.
And Jane Fonda along with Daphne Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good cast.
So apparently he isn't that sleazy in real life because Jane Fonda worked with him a year after 9 to 5.
Yeah, but I would imagine that he's not like that in real life, but he plays a really good sleazy boss.
Yeah, I think if she worked with him again so quickly, he's probably an alright dude.
Yeah, right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to give the description and you do Chimes at midnight?
I can't give a description of that because it's very hard to follow.
Oh, shit, okay, do this one then. I'll try to come up with something for Chimes at midnight.
Okay, so the basic premise is there's an older couple, Katharine Hepburn, who is Ethel Thayer, and her husband Norman Thayer Jr., who's played by Henry Fonda. They live in a place called Golden Pond.
I think they visit there for the summer.
Oh, they summer there.
Yeah, and she's really an excrement in this movie.
Oh my goodness!
Keep going.
She calls him an old poop.
More than once, several times.
You're a poopy head.
Oh, poop.
Hey!
I squeezed your butt when I said that.
That was my thigh.
Oh, sorry. What? What's that for?
Hey, you always say, Bubs, turnabout is fair play.
Yeah,
right?
for me.
For you.
All right, back to the movie.
You can't have all the fun.
I should have most of it.
So they live in a place called Golden Pond, and they're living in some kind of is it a house or a cottage or?
I think it's a house.
A house.
Summer house.
A summer house. Okay, so they live there, or they're staying there, and Norman is going to celebrate a big birthday, his 80th birthday. And he is awaiting his stepdaughter, Chelsea.
She's actually his real daughter.
I know. No, that's his stepfather. That's her stepfather.
No, she's his real daughter in the movie. The character is his real daughter. So I know that Jane Fonda is his daughter. Sorry to interrupt you, but I know that Jane Fonda is his daughter in real life. Mm-hmm. But in the movie, she's also his biological daughter. She just calls him Norman.
Really?
Yes, and they address it. Yeah, I can see why you missed it though.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Okay, okay, you have to explain it to me because anyway, I must have missed it and it was very strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're doing their day-to-day things. They're catching fish. Ethel wants him to get strawberries because she wants to make him a strawberry shortcake, which I love, actually. I love strawberry shortcake. Don't get to eat it very often.
But you won't have any of Ethel's because she's dead.
I know. She's dead. Yes. Well, I'll ask... anyway. I'll ask somebody else to get one. Okay. Anyway, so he is picking strawberries, but is there a scene where he hallucinates?
What happens is he goes out to pick them, and he doesn't get any. He just starts running. Yeah. And it comes out quickly thereafter that he didn't know what he was doing, and he was scared.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he doesn't come back with strawberries, and he explains to Ethel what happened. They're talking to Charlie, the mailman, who apparently takes his boat to deliver mail because you have to go across the water to do it.
Yeah,
which is kind of interesting. So Chelsea and her boyfriend, who's played by Dabney Coleman, brings his son. So her boyfriend is Bill, his son is Billy, and they come for Norman's 80th birthday. And Ethel and Norman decide, why don't we keep Billy here for a week? You guys have a good trip to San Francisco.
May I interrupt you?
Go ahead. You always do anyway.
What had happened was Jane Fonda and Daphne Coleman were going to go to Europe, and they asked if Katharine Hepburn and homeboy Henry Fonda can take Billy for a month. And they agree.
It was a month, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it was a month, but they weren't going to San Francisco. They were going to Europe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I just think San Francisco.
I think the reason you thought that is because when they come back, Jane Fonda picks up Billy, and I believe they're going to be heading out that way.
Okay. That's right. Okay. So, Billy's not warming up to the idea of staying with these two old fogies for a week. Mm-hmm. For a month, I mean. And he's, doing what 13-year-old kids do and kind of rebelling. And so Norman takes him under his wing, teaches him how to fish. I think he takes him to one of the coves, right?
Yes, a couple of coves during the movie.
Yeah, a couple of coves. And he's actually really getting into that. There was like a montage of them hanging out, swimming, fishing, doing all kinds of stuff on Golden Pond. Billy was asking him questions like, are you afraid of dying? And he's like, well, I forgot what he said. Something about,
he kind of blows him off.
He kind of blows him off because he doesn't want to talk about it, obviously. So, several things happen. They're at, I forgot what cove it was. I think it was, it was called Purgatory Cove for whatever reason.
And they are searching for this big fish that...
they call Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're looking, they've caught a bunch of trout. They're trying to find Walter, where something happens where Norman falls in the water. And Billy's freaking out because he's like,
I'm not in the wheel yet. I got to save you.
I got to save you. Yeah, right.
You didn't say it quite like that.
He didn't say it like that. He's trying to get him to the boat. And he's afraid that, Norman was going to drown because, Billy is aware that Norman doesn't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Gets him to the water. Does he hit his head?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. So, everything's all right. They're safe and they almost didn't make it home. But they
got rescued by Katharine Hepburn.
They got rescued by, Charlie the mailman and, Ethel. Go on, please.
All right, so Cannibal Hepburn is just glad that they're both alive.
Cathwood.
We already know that story.
Oh my goodness.
Did people, babes.
Oh my goodness. She probably didn't know about it until later.
No,
go on.
Have you ever wondered, babes?
Bubs. What?
If you've accidentally ever eaten a person?
No, I don't think about that because I don't think I did.
But what if you...
Bubs,
okay, all right.
Bubs, come on, go on.
Let's go back to the story, babes. That's what I'm trying to do. So they're stuck inside for a week because Norman's like, oh, I can't get up, and Billy's just hanging with him. And one day, Katharine Hepburn's like, okay, I'm going to go out and do my thing. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. So as soon as she leaves, they run outside the house. She catches them. It's kind of a cute scene. Mm-hmm. And they go out to try to catch Walter one last time.
Yep.
When they're gone, Jane Fonda comes back.
Yep.
Bill had to go straight to the Bay Area to work on the mouse. Yep.
Yeah.
But she tells Katharine Hepburn that she got married. And
Brussels.
Yes. Hmm? And Katharine Hepburn's character's name is Ethel. And Ethel's like, you really should get to know your father better. He doesn't have much time left.
He doesn't have much time left. And then she's kind of saying something like, well, why do I have to answer? I'm afraid. Why do I have to answer to him all the time? I'm afraid of him.
He's just as afraid of you as you are of him. Believe me.
Believe me.
But then they get into the thing. I think that Jane Fonda calls him a bastard or something, and
she smacks her.
Yeah, and she's like, "That is my husband you are talking about."
Yeah.
Jane Fonda jumps in the pond,
and
and then she has a heart-to-heart with her mom.
Yeah.
Homeboy Henry Fonda comes back with the kid. Everybody's excited. They explain that they caught Walter, but they let him go because he survived this long.
And then Jane Fonda says to her father, because she's trying to talk to him, she says, I'm going to do a backflip.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? You can't do a backflip? It's like, I am going to do a backflip. So she goes to the diving board, right?
She goes to the edge of the dock.
Yeah, the dock.
And jumps off backwards and does a flip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're all excited, including Norman.
Yeah. She had a pretty good body. For 1981.
For an early 40s girl, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, she did do those workout tapes.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I've never seen, but I heard that they were pretty popular.
Well, good.
Yes.
I don't know if I should say what Katharine Hepburn said in this movie that really made me laugh. No. Where she's talking to Jane Fonda. And
this was before Billy was staying over?
No, this is after Billy was staying over. Okay. And she's explaining, we just loved having Billy here. If I would have known how good Billy would be for your dad, I would have rented a 13-year-old years ago.
Oh, jeez.
That's just like, that is so wrong.
I didn't see it. I didn't think of it that way, you sicko. You got a sick mind, Bubs.
No, I don't.
You have got a very perverted mind.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
I wasn't even thinking about that.
When I heard the line, I just started laughing. I was like, oh my God, that is so wrong.
I was not even thinking about that at all, but you've got a sick mind, Bubs.
They could edit out just that sentence of Katharine Hepburn saying it, and then put the more you know.
Oh, jeez.
No. I kid.
Oh my.
Yes.
Okay, go on, please.
It's a joke.
I know.
Yes.
It's bad. Go on, please.
And eventually they all leave on good terms. Fast forward a little bit. Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda are packing up. He drops her mom's old china. Looks like he's about to die. And
it looks like he's about to have a heart attack.
She gives him a pill. He lives, and they go out to the dock one last time, and the movie ends.
Yeah, she almost lost, and after several calls to the try to get to the hospital.
Yeah, this is a good movie. I'd give it a strong 7.
I would too.
Mm-hmm.
I would too. Do you think that Billy was necessary in the movie? I guess it would be because he had a new companion. He was a new companion for Norman.
Yeah, I liked Billy. The one thing I'll say is when you have movies like this, there is a stereotypical thing of a bratty kid learns something from an older person.
I know. I was thinking that too. I'm like, oh, it's another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not saying that I don't like it, but I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
You know? The older person teaches the younger person how to shape up and behave.
But the acting is really good in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have liked to see more of Daphne Coleman.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see him not playing a creepy guy. You know what I mean?
Yes, he was actually a nornormal father and dentist.
Yeah. Because he's usually just like smarmy.
Pretty sleazy. Yeah, really smarmy. Yeah, you're right. And a lech. A smarmy lech. What is a lech anyway?
I don't know.
Okay, I heard that word before. But yeah, he definitely did play a couple of smarmy bosses, and very good.
He's great in that type of character role.
But I'm glad that he was just a normal father taking care of his son and working as a dentist.
I really enjoyed the scene between him and Henry Fonda where it's just the two of them talking.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I like that he gives Billy the book Treasure Island to read Henry Fonda. Mm-hmm. And he says, give me a book report, and they never get back to it. You know what I mean? Because in other movies, it would be, at the end of the movie, he's like, oh, I have one last thing for you, Henry
your book
Fonda.
Report. Yeah, I know.
Here's
I'm glad they never got back to it, too. Yeah. I'm like, oh, geez.
This book changed my life. And there was a scene where Billy's reading a book, and you think it's going to be Treasure Island, but it's something else.
Do you know what it is?
He said it in the movie. I forget what it was.
Oh, I forgot, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katharine Hepburn's good in this movie, but she's a really talented actress anyway.
Yeah, she's very old.
Jane Fonda is good. I would have liked to see more of her. So I think it might have been more interesting if Bill and Jane Fonda would have stayed the entire summer. Instead of going off to get married.
Yeah, I know. And it would have stayed there with Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been a fun dynamic.
I think it would have been too, and we would have seen how Jane and Henry Fonda acted together more.
Yeah.
Instead of wait till like the last minute before the movie ends.
We see her a little bit earlier in the film, but she's not there throughout.
No, she isn't. No, but she was kind of, holding on to the past of how her father treated her, and and not being able to get over that.
I'd give it a strong 7.
I would too.
Yeah. I know that you were thinking about this film this morning because you told me that. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts?
Oh, I was... I think I asked you about the look of it. Mm-hmm. And what else did I say? Did I say something about...
All you said was that you were thinking about the movie.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Just like how much of a curmudgeon Norman Thayer Jr. was, mm-hmm. and that it's possible that it's because he was having the signs of dementia, not remembering things. He's getting older. He's kind of he's got a little bit more crotchety, and then you have this bratty kid, and and Katharine Hepburn, how she is a loving wife and mother, and wants to be the nurturer in the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I heard that she was a super cool lady.
Oh.
And she wasn't as uptight as you would think she was.
Ah.
Yeah. Like some book I was reading, it might have been the Orson Welles one, oddly enough. And they were talking about how she could curse up a storm and just sort of like hang out.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool.
Wow, so she was a worldly woman.
Yeah. And she was an old lib.
She was an old hag.
No, she was an old lib.
I remember seeing a PSA about something she was talking about, and I can't remember what it was, and I remember how old her voice was. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yes.
I think she probably died like in the early 2000s.
She was like 96, I think, or 97.
And she is not at all related to Audrey Hepburn.
No.
Okay.
We've established that before, babes.
I was checking, Buzz.
Okay, it's not going to change.
I know. I couldn't remember.
Reality and cinema are very different, but sometimes they're closely related. Mm-hmm. So, and with this film, it's easier to make the comparison because Jane Fonda and Henry Fonda are father and daughter.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long until he died.
I'm thinking specifically, though, yes. They talk about her childhood a little bit. They touch on it.
Yeah.
And in real life, you know the story about Jane Fonda's mom, right?
I don't, actually.
Okay. I hope I'm not getting too many details wrong, but if I remember it right, it was the 40s, and Jane Fonda was about 10 years old. Her mother kills herself, and Henry Fonda sends her off to a boarding school.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's interesting.
How do you think her feelings towards her dad played into this movie?
I would imagine she took, when she was performing, in her performance while she's talking to her mother and crying about it, I would imagine she was taking a lot of pain from her childhood. I didn't know about that, actually. I had no idea that she was sent off to boarding school.
Yes.
Kind of what happened in, almost kind of what happened in Garden State, but different.
A little bit different.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
He didn't kill his mother.
No. And she didn't kill her mother.
No.
Her mom committed suicide.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow. How long does Norman live after this summer?
Not that long, I would imagine. He's on his last leg.
Does Billy get a mention in the will? I
don't know. Well, I don't know. He never talked about it.
Okay. Like, Billy, we're leaving you everything.
Oh, my goodness. Bubs. You made that joke, Lynn. You made that joke.
Oh, okay. I made it in a different way.
You did?
Yes.
You say, I have to save you. I'm not in the will yet. It's pretty funny.
They didn't use that line in the movie, unfortunately.
I did think there was one scene that was funny where he was talking to Norman and he was saying that, talking about his parents, and Billy's like, your parents are still alive?
Yeah, that was funny. How long does Katharine Hepburn's character live after Norman dies?
I don't think she lives that long either. I think she would probably be so brokenhearted about her husband dying that she probably dies not that long after.
Wow. Because she still seemed pretty with it in the movie.
Yes, she did.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
Yes.
Yeah, she seemed like she still had it together.
Are there any questions about this movie that you have for me? Oh, actually, I do have one more.
What?
Do you think that Henry Fonda should have won an Oscar for this movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he?
He did.
Oh.
Best actor.
He did a good job.
He did good. I don't know if it was Oscar.
I mean,
I'm sure it was partially given to him because he's an old guy, and the Oscars like to.
Well, I mean, maybe not an Oscar, but I think he should have been recognized for it. If that makes any sense.
I hear you. Maybe just a nomination then.
I mean, he was good when he almost died.
Yeah.
In the house.
He was good in it.
He was very good, yeah.
Anything else you want to say about this movie?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Hey.
Just playing with your knee, babes.
Okay.
As usual.
Do you think that Bill and Chelsea are married for a long time?
I could see them staying together.
Yeah.
It seems like she got along good with Billy. I don't know, but I could see that happening. I could see them still being together.
Right.
Yeah.
Dabney Coleman's probably an old fart now.
He might die soon. I don't know. But he's very, very old.
Yeah, so is Jane Fonda. Yes. She old now.
Yes. But she's still active. She still goes to protests and, that type of thing.
Probably with the cane.
Well, she still makes it there. That's the important thing.
She makes it there, yeah.
It's kind of cool that there's older ladies now who go to demonstrations and protest things.
Oh my goodness.
Don't you think so?
I guess. I don't know.
Uh-oh. I guess, Bob.
I guess.
I want to talk about Bob. Is there anything else you want to say about this movie?
Would you recommend it to somebody?
Maybe. I don't know. I liked it. I have the sense that you enjoyed it a little bit more than I did, though.
Well, I mean, it wasn't my favorite movie. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I don't know if I would say I enjoyed it more than you did. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like my favorite movie ever.
I liked it. I'd say I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but if somebody wanted a movie...
I recommend it to somebody that's quite a bit older than me.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, there is a 13-year-old kid in there, but he's learning something from an older person. I think I'd recommend it to like a senior citizen or something.
Would you tell your mom to watch this movie?
She might like it.
Yeah.
But then I don't really consider her an old person. She doesn't seem old to me.
Oh.
Even though she's,
Would you recommend it to your grandma then?
I would recommend it to both of them, actually.
Oh.
They might actually like it.
Nice.
My aunts and my mom and my grandma might like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Anything else you want to say about it, babes?
No. Did you like the scenery in the movie?
It was okay. Honestly, I thought Chimes at Midnight, I liked the scenery a lot more in that film.
I heard they did a really good job because things were moving, people were moving. They were able to make it look very lively,
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about Chimes at Midnight, but the only problem is that we had a hard time following this movie.
I'm not going to tell you about the characters. I'm not going to tell you about the battle scenes.
We're not going to tell you about the horses in the movie.
I'm not going to tell you about the plot. I'm not going to tell you who is in the movie. I'm not going to tell you how it was produced. No. Okay, so we should say after we watch the movie, we go on YouTube to try and find some videos summarizing it. And the first one we clicked on, it was this guy saying, well, it's great because of it, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to tell you about this. I'm not going to tell you about that. Mm-hmm. And at some point, I'm just like, I'm turning off this video. We're going to watch another film.
And this other guy, I think he was a young guy.
Yeah.
Was very, very, very good and detailed about explaining Chimes at Midnight, because you could tell that he really liked this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about about Prince Hal, who's one of the characters, and the knight who was played by
Orson Welles, who also directed it.
I think his name was John Falstaff. And then the fact that this movie was adapted from 3 Shakespeare plays.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll give like a quick 30-second or more synopsis of it, or less. Basically, there is a king in the year 1400, and he has to go through, there's all these battles happening around his kingdom, and his son is friends with the knight played by Orson Welles. Mm. Orson Welles is really good at battle, but he also overdrinks.
And he's very, very overweight.
Indulges in women, all that type of stuff.
Yep.
The kingdom begins to grow because of Welles and his crew. At some point, a couple years later, I believe in 1408, so 8 years later, the kingdom has grown and the king is about to die. His son, who is Orson Welles' friend, goes from being a prince to running stuff. Orson Welles comes to the kingdom and thinks, oh, this is great, I'm about to do really well. Mm-hmm. And the king turns on him and says, you've kind of disgraced our kingdom. I'm sending you away. You are no longer allowed to be within an 8-mile radius or a 10-mile radius of my control. Mm-hmm. And he ends up dying later that night. The townspeople are upset, and that's the end of the film.
Yes.
Yes. Very, very quick synopsis, especially for me.
Well, yeah, and it's hard to do a character analysis because there's so many people and so many actors and actresses and extras. But you told me, why don't you explain the horse scene?
Oh yeah, so this is really cool. So one of the things we learned from that YouTube video is this movie cost something like $800,000 to make, which was a lot more money back in the early 60s. But I believe by this time, for comparison, Elizabeth Taylor was making something like $1 million per movie. Mm-hmm. So it went further, but not that much further. Mm-hmm. There's this really cool battle scene, and at points during it, you see these horses just looking at the battle and people falling off their horses, and it's super well done. And
the horses are just standing there looking at everybody fighting.
The commentator on YouTube was saying, I don't know if this is true or not, that when Mel Gibson was getting ready to shoot Braveheart, he would look at the battle scenes in Chimes at Midnight for inspiration.
Wow.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wow, that's so cool. And the horses are just standing there. Mm-hmm. And people were falling off.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't throughout the entire battle scene, but you saw parts of it where the horses are just kind of there.
Wow. It's kind of cool.
This movie is in the King's English.
Yes.
As we've already established, it was very hard to follow.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it.
Well, and then I told you that I have a little bit of a background in Shakespeare because I took a Shakespeare class in high school, so I was able to understand some of the King's English, and I read the King's English yesterday.
Nice.
So it's not it wasn't that the English was hard to understand, it's that the plot was hard to understand.
Oh.
There's just so many people there.
Yes.
But cool stuff. Cool music. Good acting. Orson Welles is very good in this movie.
Instead of doing character analysis, because I think that would be difficult.
Yes.
Excuse me. I want to ask you, excuse me again.
Okay.
About Orson Welles.
All right.
When he is in his 20s, he becomes a superstar.
Uh-huh.
First on radio, then in film.
Yes.
And a lot of people believe that he burned out by the time he was 30.
Wow.
And made subpar movies.
Wow. Movies that were not really
up to the early standard of Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And I could see why that would be the case.
Yes. What
do you think Orson Welles teaches us about being a tortured genius?
A tortured genius. That's a wow. Really? I suppose if you start off young in an industry like film, then, or if you start off as a child star, I would imagine you would burn out pretty early. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's different, as we both know. But, yeah, I can understand why that would be, I can understand why somebody would burn out that young.
There's also this idea that there was a lot of arrogance that went with somebody like Orson Welles. Uh-huh. And he felt that he was never really appreciated by the younger generation of filmmakers who came up after he did. Mm-hmm. What can we learn from Orson Welles about respecting your place in history and not always trying to chase respect from the youth? Like he did.
I don't know. Okay. What do you think?
So personally, I like Orson Welles. Mm-hmm. I think that Citizen Kane is a great movie. And in some ways it's sad because I don't think that he could ever really surpass that, right?
Right.
So I do think that he peaked young.
Yes.
And I think one of the problems is you're so respected by people.
Yeah.
But very few people are willing to finance your movies. Huh. Like it talked about, this movie was in a lot of limbo for years because of how it was financed. Right. And it didn't really go into the history of how, but I imagine that he had to do some creative thinking to get this picture made.
Yeah.
And I imagine that had to be a tough life for him.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But he was also an egomaniac. You know, there was a part of the book that I read about him. Mm-hmm. This is the early 80s. He's having a lunch and he's trying to get this movie made. Mm-hmm. And he says no studio will finance this movie. And his friend says, yeah, they will. You just have to cast somebody who's kind of an A-list celebrity. Right. He says, nobody wants to be in my movie. It's very insulting. And the guy says, well, you know, Dustin Hoffman wants to be in your movie.
And he said, no, I don't want him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's not a good actor. And I think he named somebody else who Orson Welles. Oh yeah, he named Robert De Niro, and Orson Welles says De Niro's not a good actor.
Wow, and you would think, well, what is he talking about?
So it's a sad story looking at how he. I think squandering his talent is a strong term, but what I would say is he didn't live up to his early potential. And in some ways he couldn't because of what he did when he was a younger man was so good.
Right.
You know.
So he used all that energy when he was much younger.
Yeah, so like people forget about Orson Welles. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, he did Citizen Kane and he did The War of the Worlds. But they also forget that I believe he was a narrator on The Shadow, which Batman is a Shadow ripoff.
Oh, okay.
Right? And The Shadow was like super popular back then. They forget that I believe he helped start the Mercury Theater, which was very well respected in acting circles. So he did a lot of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know if my answer made any sense or if I'm just pontificating.
I think it did. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So in other words, don't spend all your don't use up all your talent while you're still young.
Exactly. Save some of it for later.
Save some of it for later. Well, I think that goes to show that, remember in, you said the song, Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen,
Mm-hmm.
where it says don't worry if you don't know what you want to do with your life, because even people in their 40s haven't figured that out.
Some of the most interesting people I know at 40 still don't know what they want to do with their life.
I feel like I'm in that circle.
Oh, yes.
But
oh, babes, you're not that interesting.
What?
No, I'm joking, babes.
I can't believe I can't.
Oh, babes, that's a joke. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my goodness.
I need a kiss. I think why I said that, babes,
You are so
is because I'm kiss deficient right now. So
you are so mean.
I'm kiss deficient, so I need a kiss. So I'm not responsible for that.
You say sorry.
Sorry, babes, give me a kiss.
No.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you mean it.
Okay, sorry. I mean, give me a kiss.
You mean it.
Okay, sorry. I need a kiss.
Okay. Yeah, I that's a terrible thing to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody using up their talent, so to speak, or their energy on their talent when they're younger and they don't have anything left to give.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of waiting until the time when they're really ready to give all that they have, or not all that they have, but all the talent that they want to use, and they're well respected even into their old age.
Yeah, well, and in fairness to Orson Welles, when he was making Citizen Kane, he probably wasn't thinking in 60 years this movie is going to be considered the greatest movie ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And in 75 years, it's going to be the same thing. He was probably just thinking, I'm going to make a cool movie. It's going to make some money, and it's all going to be good. And the film lost money. I mean, it's since, become a success, but when it came out, it lost money. Mm-hmm. When he was doing War of the Worlds, he was probably just thinking, this is going to be a fun little thing.
Right. I didn't know that was actually a radio show.
Oh, yeah.
I know that there was, I always think of the movie that was made for it.
But it was a radio show, and it was an adaptation of, what's Homeboy's name? H.G. Wells.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was an adaptation of his work. And I believe that they actually met like a year or two before H.G. Wells died.
No relation?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Huh.
Anything else you want to say about Orson Welles or the movie?
I think I mentioned to you, and I may not have mentioned it here, he was in a story that was starring him and Bing Crosby in a story called The Happy Prince. Yeah, I think it was a children's record.
I wonder what that was like for him. You direct the greatest movie ever made, and then one day you're doing a children's record. Yeah,
it's either a children's record. I don't remember, but I have a recording of it, and I like it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good.
Well, good.
Well, good.
Well, good.
Well, good. Anything else you want to say? Would you recommend this movie?
I would. Look it up first, because it is, I mean, if you don't know the story behind it, it's hard to follow. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know the Shakespeare plays that it's based on, if you haven't read them, then it's hard to follow. But the scenery is cool, the music is good, the acting is really good, the actions are great. I especially like Master Shallow. I
didn't understand everything about this movie,
I didn't either.
But I believed it, though. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
I thought Master Shallow, that was that drunk guy, right?
I think
the guy that was drunk, and he's kind of funny. He kind of talked like this.
Yes, he was Orson Welles' buddy.
His friend.
Yes, one of his friends.
And he was drunk, and someone carried him away. Yes. Was he a smaller guy?
I think so.
He was funny.
Yes.
I don't know. I thought it was a comic relief.
Oh, good.
And then that one lady who was the hostess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Babes, is there anything else you want to say about either this movie or life in general?
Oh, yeah. Watch these two movies.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, you already said your dream.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh.
It's starting to get hot in here.
Yeah, so maybe we wrap this up, and then
yes.
I don't know, you're probably going to kick me out.
Yes, Bubs.
All right, babes. But I get to see you next weekend.
All right. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everybody.
Wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bubs.